Hello, welcome back to my cooking show. But again, we're not going to cook, we're just going to make a delicious raw dessert. And today I'm going to make it a heart shaped. Oh, is this in right? Good. It's a heart shape, but it always is a spring form dish. It's the best way to um, get these beautiful cakes out. And I'm going to do heart shaped. Wait, this one's a little bit tricky. I got to make sure I have it in correctly. I'm back. It's in properly. Wait, no, it's still not in properly. I'm back. It's in properly. Today I'm doing heart shape. This is more than a 9-inch. Usually I do a 9-inch. So today I'm going to make a double recipe. If you want to make a 9-inch, which is what I usually do, you're going to cut this recipe in half. But I will write it down. I'll write down the 9-inch recipe, and on the actual video, I'm going to be doing a double. Okay. So here we go. We're going to start by making the crust. And also today I want to show you that you can actually make a cake in one day. Last time I made it and it took a couple of days, but that's just because life. But that's good too, because then you can see that you can make a beautiful dessert even if you're really busy. The dessert will wait for you. Okay. So let's begin our base here. The base of this dish today is with almond, and this is the almond pulp from the milk that I make using the almonds. So this is, again, I like to do this. It's sustainable. And the reason why you can use this pulp, it's easier to work with, is because this one already, it has a little bit of the liquid in there. When I used to use a nut milk bag, this is 2 cups. I don't need to measure it. Yesterday I made a lot of almond milk. So this is 2 cups of the almond pulp. I'm going to put it straight into the food processor, just like this. And this is going to give us a nice, very fine crust. If you do not peel your almonds like I did, your crust might be a little more dense. This gives you a little more airy crust. Either way, the flavor is delicious. So there we have it. We have 2 cups of the almond pulp. If you're doing this with fresh almonds, again, it's going to be a little bit denser, but you're still going to use 2 cups. 2 cups of raw almonds or 2 cups of the pulp. And I'm doing 14 dates. 14, I know it seems like a lot, but again, we're making a big cake. 14 dates. And I wanted to say something about the dates. You guys, you can pick these dates up, organic dates at Costco. And you want to use these dates, not the pitted ones. I pit them myself because they stay fresher and they're softer. And that's what you want. You don't want hard dates when you're making your dessert. So we have that there. And now we're going to put, this is going to give you like the nice sticky crust. And you're going to put some coconut oil to give it a little bit of a stick. I'm like, I hear something. It's my dog. So let's put that in. Right here, I'm going to go with a 1/4 cup. Oh, it's a little bit thicker than usually. I thought it was a little hot, but there we go. 1/4 cup of the coconut oil straight into the mixture. This is going to have the mixture stick, not just sticky. There we go. Good. And we're going to do 4 tablespoons of cacao powder. Again, make sure that your cacao powder has no sugar added to it. That's wonderful. I can't stop singing. I always have like weird songs in my head. Let's see. 2. Oh, that is 4. I was like, that is, so this is 2 tablespoons. That's 4. No. My body is saying, add another tablespoon. You got to listen to your body. Does it happen to you where it's like you read something or you look at something and that's supposed to be like the correct measurement or the correct thing, but inside you, you're like, I don't think so. Chloe. So today I'm going to add a little bit of mucuna. Even though this cake is so delicious, people get excited to eat it. I still want to add a little dopamine to it. So here we go. Do that to the crust, and here we go. I'm making this cake extra special. I'm taking it to my friend tomorrow, which is such a sweet thing. I've been thinking about how we often think like no new friends. What's that song, like no new friends, or like whoever's been with me is from the old days. But that's such a limited way of thinking. Every year, every day, you're growing, you're changing, and as you grow and change, it allows new people, new vibrations to come into your life. And I have to say, even though I haven't changed who I am, I'm more confident in who I am. So I'm more confident people seeing who I am. And it's brought so many new, wonderful people to my life that I absolutely love. So I'm taking this cake to my dear friend Jennifer, and I can actually say, dear friend Jennifer, I admire her. She's amazing. She's an entrepreneur, and she is smart. So we're going to take this cake to her, and that's why I'm making it in a heart shape. So there you go. This is just the crust, and you see how easy peasy it is. It's the almond, it's the date, it's cacao powder, and a little bit of coconut oil. Let's run that through the food processor for about 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. And we're back, exactly 90 seconds on the food processor. We're going to take that out, and you'll see you have a beautiful crust. While I was waiting for this to run through to get processed, I did grease my pan with the coconut oil that was left here. That's how you do that. Again, that'll help it make it easier to get everything out. Oh my God, this looks so good. It almost, I mean, it smells like a brownie, but almost looks like a little bit of like a whip. You know, my husband's grandma, she's Italian. She makes like this ricotta with coffee. This kind of reminds me of it. Oh my God, I should start making that. I think, you know what? That's our next recipe. I forget what she calls it. It's like ricotta with coffee and sugar, and it's so delicious. But I don't eat cheese anymore. So I've been raw vegan for a long time, but also I am human. And when my husband's 90-year-old grandma makes something for me with so much love, I feel bad to say I don't eat that. Although lately I said, I've been nice enough. I'm tired of my body feeling this inflammation. I don't eat that. So here we go. So right now we have this nice gooey little crust. I'm going to put it into the pan. I just want to eat this. Again, if you make your crust with raw almonds, not the pulp, it's going to come out a little denser, a little crunchier. But there it is. We're just putting it straight in. And even though it looks a little smooth right now, no worries, because the coconut oil that we put in here is going to hold it together. So it'll be that's what I like. I like it to be really, really smooth, that you really forget that you're eating fruits and vegetables, right? You really feel like you're eating a cake. And you know, I was thinking about the dates because I said this one uses 14 dates. And there was a time when this kind of food was really, really expensive. Like I really did have to like, oh wow, I'm spending all my money on my food, which I thought was a good choice. It's definitely a good choice for me. I feel great. And I have no health issues. Thank all the gods. Um, that's good. But now, like I said, this is from Costco. So it's like the universe is saying, eat your healthy food. Okay, here we go. So I have it in. I'm going to just make a beautiful layer of cake. And even if it comes a little bit off the sides, that's okay. I like the look of the cake when it has the crust coming up the side a little bit. It looks really nice. It's a nice rustic look on the cake. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, you guys. I can't wait for everybody to try this tomorrow. Okay. So it's going to give you a nice thick crust, and you want to try to make it nice and even. And just smelling this is making me happy. I mean, they say the power of chocolate, right? And I know the power of chocolate. It's in my freaking blood to know how powerful and valuable cacao is. So I can smell it. Oh my God, you guys, this is so good. I'm actually just gonna eat this like this. Here is our crust. I'm gonna cover it up, put it in the freezer. I'm off to the studio. I'll be back in about 3 hours and we'll finish up this cake. 4 hours have passed. We are back with our cake. Like I told you guys, I put this in the freezer. Here we have our crust. Now we're going to do the filling, and all in one day. Now, once I do the filling, you could technically eat it tonight, but I'm not. I'm gonna have it tomorrow morning. So let's get started. I just realized I did not open my coconut milk. So let me open that coconut milk. Back, coconut milk is open. This is the one I like to use. It's the Thai coconut milk, unsweetened. It gives you that nice, thick, creamy filling that you want for this particular kind of cake. This is the peanut butter espresso. Oh my God, you guys, it is so good. So you're gonna put the entire can in. Let's give it a nice. That's all in there. Today, because this is going to be, it has a lot of cream in it, I wanted to hold by putting in 3/4 cup of coconut oil. It seems like a lot, but this is what's going to help to keep the cake nice and solid. It's going to help it. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Again, this is a double portion. And you'll see I'm going to make it double by putting in this coconut butter. I wouldn't do so much of the coconut butter in a regular cake, but I am for the double one. So here is a double shot of espresso, putting that straight in there. I'm going to do half a cup of coconut butter and a cup of peanut butter. So here we go. Ooh. You guys, I'm not even going to measure it. I know I should measure, but I'm not a measurer. I'm trying to be, but I'm not. So that, well, I said half a cup. Let's go with 2 tablespoons. This feels right. So I moved it to 2 tablespoons, and you'll see if this is going to work out. You really cannot go wrong with fruits and vegetables. And this is a creamy peanut butter. So I'm going to put in, last time I used this peanut butter, so I already know how much is in here, and I know to go ahead and put the entire amount that's left, which I told you guys is a cup. Last time I used a cup and it left half of the peanut butter. So I know that this other half is the cup I'm looking for. Time to go buy some more peanut butter. But we have everything there. You guys saw, oh, I forgot to put in my salt. I'm going to put in half a teaspoon of salt. That's wonderful. There we go, half a teaspoon of salt. And now this is ready to blend. I'm going to blend it high speed for about a minute. We'll be back to put it in our pan. You guys, I forgot to put in maple syrup. I figured that out after I had started blending. So I added off camera 1/3 cup of maple syrup. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And I did not tell my husband that I'm making this cake because he would eat it. So I didn't even want him to know it's in the house. But there we go. You're going to see how it's going to give us a nice, creamy filling. It's going to make a beautiful cake. Oh my God, this is precious. And I'm putting it all in, filling it up. I like the cake to have some height. That's why I made a double portion, because I wanted to have a nice height in the cake. If I had the 9-inch one, the 9-inch foam, I would have made less and it would have still given it the height. But with this bigger dish, we're doing double. You guys, I'm going to lick that clean. It is so good, but we'll do this off camera and once the cake is set. So here's the cake. Don't forget to put it down a little bit. Get some of those air bubbles out. Give it a nice flat top. I am going to be putting, topping it with a little cacao powder, but here it is. Like I said, you can put this in the freezer for 4 hours and have it in one day done. I'm not gonna have this until tomorrow, so it's gonna be overnight. I can put this in the refrigerator. And that's it. So you guys see, this is a cake. I'm telling you, I know it's gonna be a smash hit because I've already made it. My family loved it. I can't wait to share it with my friends. We'll probably have it in studio. I'll show you guys how that goes. I'll get you guys the reviews. But until then, you know what? I'll say goodbye. I'll close the video out tomorrow when I have everybody having this cake. Okay?